Hello, everyone. I've got my Invisalign in, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me while I've got my Invisalign in. So I decided that I would do some throws on the royal family because there's some new news leaking that maybe Kate had had a stroke during the surgery. I feel like I need to go back in. I felt like, as Kate, I was going to be put away, that my husband had left, and I felt abandoned as Kate. And I was concerned I was going to be put away. Now they're talking about building extra rooms with a full staff to take care of her at the Adelaide cottage. And there are rumors that she's had a stroke. So that took place, I guess, during the surgery. If you lose a lot of blood in a surgery, and of course, if you're having surgery of the intestines, a lot of blood can be lost. So that can induce a stroke. Anytime you go into surgery, it's dangerous. But supposedly, they didn't know what to do. She had a stroke, according to the Royal Rota, and they put her in an induced coma. And depending upon how long the stroke, how much recovery she's able to experience. Well, let's find out if it's true. If you haven't had a chance to do so yet, be sure and share, like, subscribe, and think about coming in for a reading with me. I'm available via telephone. You can just book me through Booksy, and then I call you. I am in Portland, Oregon, so if you set an appointment for 2 p.m. and you're in New York, that's going to be 5 p.m. your time. So always think about the 3-hour window anytime you schedule. I should always say that because people get confused. All right, let's do the impasse prayer. Thanks for being with me. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys, to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together, collectively, we say, Amen. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a general throw, and we're going to just see, how is Kate doing right now? How is Kate doing right now? Thanks for being here. We're using the Morgan Greer cards today. Occasionally people ask me what kind of decks I use, but I do like the Morgan Greer. Yes, there will be additional rooms added to Adelaide Cottage. We can say that. The Three of Pentacles is moving into the base of the matter, so they are building we can confirm that that is going to happen, and that's going to be a much better environment for her. They say, like, Adelaide is cold, it's drafty, it's cramped. So adding additional rooms would probably be a good idea. It always feels like this is for her. This is going to be her home. It's not going to be their home. This is a home for Kate. It never feels like it's Kate and William. It always feels like they're going to give Kate a special place to put her away, as if she's not what she was, as if she's out of commission, as if she doesn't work for the royals anymore. So they're going to put her away. The Karma card is Two of Pentacles, which is back and forth. So there's some economic concerns about this. But yes, they will be adding additional rooms. I see her improving in her health because the Eight of Wands is there, and it's also a fast-moving card. I see her surrounded by women and loving energy that's supporting her. In terms of her destiny, she's resting. Yes, she is in a deep state of rest. This is the card of deep rest. So yes, she could be in some kind of a state where she's in deep rest. what she's coming out of, being chained in a codependent or addictive cycle. My concern about this individual, when I did remote views on this individual, was that she possibly had drug or alcohol in her system, that maybe she had been prescribed antidepressants or some kind of medication for anxiety, stress, etc. I was concerned about previous alcohol use, and I was also concerned about her relationship with her husband, the codependency, the fact that she was not an equal. She was basically at the mercy of the firm. She is often seen as conniving with William to do certain things, but she simply does not have the power in the dynamic of the relationship to be scheming with William. Also, she doesn't have the animosity towards Harry and Meghan that William has, because she doesn't have the history that William has. She is bound and she is trapped by the devil in her past, which leads her to a situation of the King of Cups, which is William's card. She is chained to William. She cannot get free of William. Where she is at right now, she wants to take the power away from William. She wants to get her power back. The opposition is the marriage. Her marriage is her opposition. How much does she have to do to keep this marriage in one piece? And the hope and the fear for her, mastery. I always see this. She wants to achieve mastery in her life and in her skills. I feel she can recover because the Six of Swords is an indication of smoother waters ahead for her. Yes, she got sick. Yes, she may have been in a deep state of rest. However, I do feel with these cards, she could recover. She will start her own business. And I also believe that she will start a new life independent of the firm. And I think that the goals for her are to be economically independent of the firm. The dynamics of British culture and growing up a British girl, always dreaming of marrying your prince, is very different than the energy that Meghan Markle grew up with, where she was encouraged to do for herself, take care of herself, and to be independent. And so she never grew up dreaming of being taken care of by a prince. She grew up being told she was enough and that she could take care of herself. I do predict, with a Queen of Pentacles moving in, that she will start to think in terms of business. I think she's getting advice from Charles. And I think the advice that she's getting from Charles has to do with future business career stuff. I want to look briefly at the relationship between Meghan Markle and Catherine, just to see if it's as bad as we think it is. Let's take a look. She feels defensive. She feels defensive with Meghan. She feels that she has to defend herself all the time, or maybe she felt attacked by Meghan. Meghan feels the relationship is over with Kate and has no anticipation. Either what it was, it's no more. She has no desire, Meghan, to there's no need for me to continue to have a relationship with this person. This person thinks I'm rude. This person's defensive. She's blocked herself from any contact with me. So from Meghan's perspective, the relationship is over. The hope and the fear of Kate in terms of her judgment, Wheel of Fortune, the Karma card. I think she just felt, Kate, that she was under a lot of stress, that it was all put on her, that she didn't receive a lot of sensitivity from other people. She felt that Meghan was kind of aggressive and tough in ways that were standoffish. You can see here again, Two of Swords just completely shutting down. The Seven of Wands is to build, a defense. And Two of Swords is to try and protect yourself. And then the opposition is here, Meghan's card, the Queen of Wands with Death. She's just very strong and tough. And that may be seen as rude to the British, but she just is a woman who can take care of herself. She doesn't need anybody else. She's independent. She relies on nobody. She didn't grow up dreaming of being a damsel that would be carried off by anybody. I mean, it's neat, that her husband's a prince, but she certainly doesn't need him to make money. And that's probably really hard for the average British woman to connect with, because if you're growing up your whole life dreaming of being a prince, and if you look at the economic disaster that is Britain and the limits of moving ahead, if you grow up poor or middle class in Britain, it's really hard for you to relate to someone like Meghan with all the resources and opportunities that you have when you live in a country like America. As hard as America is, it's a lot better and easier to get ahead in America than it is in Britain. And you can move through the classes much faster in the United States than you can in Britain. It's very hard to break the cycle of poverty, if not nearly impossible in Britain. And so Meghan did that. She was able to go from middle class to upper middle class and to a duchess because she's smart, she's aggressive, she's intelligent, she's strong, she's the queen of rods. And that is really, she is her own firm. That's the way to view Meghan. She is her own firm. She doesn't need to replace her firm. Why should I replace my firm with your firm? I've created my own kingdom. Thank you. A new beginning starting in spring of 2025 regarding love and marriage. That is interesting to me because this was a question about her dynamic with Meghan, and for whatever reason, they will reconcile or find a way to be at peace. Meghan is a bit, she is an American. Like there's a kind of, this is who she is. She's abrasive and strong, and we see her as abrasive. Whether it's true or not, we see her as strong, rude, abrasive, and she can stand in her own power. However, there's a Two of Cups coming here. Now I want to go into Meghan just by herself, because what they're saying is that they're going to be trying to bring Meghan back in or offer some kind of peace for Meghan. I want to check William later too, but let's just check on Meghan. Isn't this fun? I have the best job. All right, Meghan, how are you doing, girl? Tell us what is going on with you. Don't hold anything back. She's very strong, Ace of Wands. She's starting her own business, entrepreneurship, but Eight of Swords is there, so you can see red tape. They're trying to legally screw with her. The thing is that she's walking around from their perspective with their label on her head. Well, if you're going to retain this title, the firm gave you a title, and therefore the firm expects certain things from you. You signed documents, and you tied yourself into this situation by saying that you're a duchess, and you're using our firm's name and our reputation, and you're using blah, blah, blah. So therefore, you have to do something for the firm, or you have to have your title removed. We gave you that title as an employee of the firm. Well, we didn't pay you as an employee, but we gave you a title. So therefore, we have the right to take the title back, and you do not have the right to make financial gain or anything else from the title. So she has kind of become legally possibly bound by the title. She has money and new job coming in. And her crossing card is a heavy load lay ahead, 10 of Wands. So she's quite busy. She's been frugal and smart. She's a frugal woman. She doesn't spend money. And look at her. She's got massive money coming in, but she's frugal. She always thinks about what can the average American afford. She is sorry that. She is sad to see what happened in Britain. She is sorry to see the collapse of her relationship with the royal family, but she still has her relationship with William. You can see the grief, the castle in the distance. The cups, the king, Kate, and William are the spilled cups. You've got two more remaining, her and her husband, but you can see the castle in the distance. She grieves that it could have been so different. And her future regarding that, strength. She's strong. They need to see her as a positive addition rather than something that's bad for the firm. She's extremely angry. She's extremely angry, and she's going to take legal action against William. They're going to be sued. You threatened my life. You tried to kill me. Knight of Swords. She is at war now with William. She's got the evidence to convict him. And you could even be charged in the United States because some of the crimes took place in the United States, like some of the stalking in New York. And so that means that Williams, as soon as he sets foot in the United States, he could be slammed with lawsuits. Because in America, we don't give a crap about your title. You are not going to be able to evade the police here in the United States or prosecution or anything else, particularly if you put other people's lives at risk in New York and it gets linked back to you. Your little games don't translate on the other side of the pond. Ace of Swords. William is on thin ice. Hopes and fears, legal action being taken against William. I told you so. The final outcome, she's going to win, and 3 of Wands waiting for her ship to come in. She's going to be wealthy. William is going to be sued. He's also facing legal action in the United States. He's attempting to flee a lawsuit or potential to be prosecuted. And hidden men or private investigators were hired and people to make life hell. The firm hired investigators and other people to terrorize them. And again, if they come to the United States, they could be facing legal action. They will be facing legal action. She is completely done with this family, walking away from everything. She doesn't need you. And that's probably really hard for the firm. They're not used to someone snubbing their nose and saying, you know what, I have better things to do than I have to do my hair. I can't attend I won't be able to attend the Trooping of the Colors because I have a hair appointment. If a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. Yes. So further proof that, yes, I love when the bells ring. That's correct. So she had a hair appointment. She couldn't make the Trooping of the Colors. What this has done, this has humbled and shamed the royal family. You ain't all that. We're having more fun on YouTube. YouTube personalities have more power right now than the royal family. Nobody cares about you guys anymore. You're old and boring. People would rather hang out on YouTube and TikTok, right? So, let's see what's going to happen to William. I'm not totally convinced he's having an affair with Rose Hanbury, just because I felt like it was more what was happening to William was a midlife crisis more than anything else. Let's take a look. How you doing, William? Tell us what's going on. Okay, William, the sword of truth stands over him, but he refuses to see it. 2 of Swords. He is refusing to look at objective reality. Where he's at right now, oh, he's traveling. Yeah, he's doing a bunch of trips and his wife's not going to be with him. He's back and forth. He's back and forth emotionally. He's working on mastery. He is a bit of an academic like his father, and like his father, he's better just doing research and say he's not very good. He's socially awkward, I think. He wants things to go better for him. Yeah, I just see a ton of travel in William's future. I see infidelity, unfortunately. I do see infidelity, but it's not one person. It could be multiple relationships. I'm not so convinced that William is set on just one person. This could be an infidelity card or multiple women around him. He's got the charity card, which is good. He does have a desire to help people. I've always said he'd make a great social worker. If he had not come from this family, he's really good at social work. He is. His opposition, confidence, financial confidence, I think that's Meghan and Harry. Hopes and fears that he will be successful in life, and his final outcome, strength. He worries about his health. I see him getting a divorce. Here's a divorce. And here's another marriage. So that tells me that I believe William and Kate will either separate or their relationship will end. I see a second marriage with William. You know, I think that he, like his father, will marry twice. And you got to admit it, as much as a lot of people do not like uh, the Queen Consort, Camilla, she is really well suited to the man she married. I mean, you can tell they're soulmates and they have that strong bond or connection. And the good news is that Charles got to marry his soulmate, right? His first wife was just somebody he used and discarded after she produced a couple kids. She meant nothing to him. She was just an object for the firm to use and discard when she was done, when they were done with her. Let's see about the future of William and Kate. William and Kate. Come on, you guys. Work it out. I don't like to see anyone break up. You know, you always root for people to be happy. Okay, William and Kate, the church. You know, I'm always back in the same energy. This is somebody who is a Christian and very committed to the Anglican Church and the ethics that the best of the Anglican Church, right? There's some real confusion. Also, looking elsewhere could be a roaming eye, a roving eye, Seven of Cups, looking for other options. But the church stands, they were married in the church. This is a really big deal for her. By August, look at this, the devil. This is strife and the devil is over them. They're both trapped. Look, he feels the same way. We're trapped. We're trapped. What is above them? What is this economics? They're working out some financial stuff. They want things to go smoother. Could be that they're working out the finances for a divorce. Look at this. He's trying to get back with her. I'm telling you, she wants a divorce more than he does with the Six of Cups. If he's just, why stay married if he wants to go be with other people? If she wants a real marriage, he wants to stay with her because it's good. Maybe because it looks good for the time being. They're walking away. Look at that. This is a divorce, 100%. The opposition, other women. Eighth house, other women. Yeah, it was other women that broke them up. Not just Rose. People don't focus on her only. There are others here. Hopes and fears. It was too much of a burden to carry this marriage. And the final outcome for the marriage, restricted. The clarification, they grieved the loss. It didn't work. They moved on. Regarding other women in the relationship, it's over for the time being. So maybe he's trying to be a good boy for the time being, trying to be careful because there's a lot of eyes on him. Hopes and fears, Empress, creativity, and the final outcome is the family legacy must survive, the Ten of Pentacles. Also family secrets. So they will work very, very hard to keep the family secrets. Okay, one quick one now. We'll look at King Charles to see what he's up to. And yeah, that'll be it. All right, Mr. King Charles. What's up, Mr. King Charles? So supposedly he had bladder cancer, and I think it was mild. And it was detected during the TERP when he had his surgery for the prostate. They probably detected a small tumor or a patch of cancer, and it might have been treated locally. If it's small, if it's just a few cells, they can sometimes just go in and they can use radiation seeds. They can do all kinds of things to just treat that one area rather than radiating the entire body, particularly if they catch it early. And so for that reason, it has a very high success rate, and early detection of bladder cancer, the majority of people, something like 70, 80% survival rate after 5 years. So I don't think there's any reason that Charles wouldn't be, after receiving his treatment, be back at work within 6 weeks. And that seems to be what has happened. All right. His marriage is strong. He was the one that ordered his wife on holiday. A lot of people thought that was terrible. She was going to cancel it, but he actually insisted that she go. There was no fighting. It wasn't anything like that. It was just something that he wanted her. There, she was going to go, and then she was going to cancel, and then he insisted that since they had already said it, because he had gotten the all clear from his doctor that he was probably going to be fine. So you have the 10 of Cups and you have the Strength card. Probably not what people want to see, but we have to acknowledge that this is a marriage that works. They are well suited to each other, and he's with his soulmate. He's very upset about what happened with Meghan and Harry. He's extremely upset about it. He feels that he cries about it. I mean, this is not an emotional man, but he can weep. He has truly sobbed. This man has sobbed about this situation. He is broken by what is happening in his family. He is not happy about it. His son, William, and their fight with Harry, it's just created an incredible pain for him. He has to be the king. He has to be able, it's in the 4th house, he has to be able to stand back and look at things objectively. He's very worried about who's going to take on this job. The job of the king, the 4th house. Who's going to take this job? His past placement, he has good stars. Doctors gave him very good report. I can tell you that from these cards. The king's going to be just fine. Many more years to come. I can hear Ray Charles music in the back. I'm a trained remote viewer. So he's at home now listening to some music. And when I went in, I heard Ray Charles. So it's just like, what time is it over there now? Oh my God. So it's late at night. Yeah, he was listening to some Ray Charles. He and Camilla commiserate together a lot. She's the high priestess to his emperor. She is really there giving him, she is one of his trusted advisors. She really is. He feels locked in because of this dynamic. And he's very proud of Meghan and Harry, but he can't show it. Hopes and fears that the horse got out of the barn. Too much information coming in. Ace of Wands, he's going to be fine. Entrepreneurship, success, many years to come. He is very, very upset, though, about his son. He's very upset about William's behavior. He's very upset about Harry's behavior. And within the next 30 days, he's going to be working really hard to try and get some kind of mediation when Harry is in town. But he cannot force William to do anything. William is very strong-headed and will do whatever he likes, but you can see a healing over the next 30 days. Very good cards for Charles. Charles is extremely responsible with his health. He's very, very responsible with his health. And he's just going to have to take more bathroom breaks. It's something that the British royal family won't do. They will stand for 6, 7, 8 hours without using a bathroom break, and that's associated with increased risk for bladder cancer. And if you also have an enlarged prostate, that also can make it difficult to empty your bladder. And so the monarchs have to get over it and just say, do you have a loo? And use it. You just have to get over it because, this is, it's a health challenge, right? So, but I will say that his cards are excellent, and I anticipate a full recovery for King Charles III. I also want to say, even though other people are talking about Kate being in a coma or having a stroke, yes, she could come up with some permanent physical health challenges, but I feel that she is recovering. I do feel that she is awake and conscious and active, but, and perhaps she will never be what she was. And I don't believe that she will be in the public eye. I believe the remote that she was put away, but it could well be she was put away partially because of her health challenges. We'll see. I do have good feelings in the future of Kate. I do feel that she will come out of this, and I feel that she will go on to start some kind of business, possibly as a photographer. I see some financial independence in her future. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If you're trying to get in for a tarot reading with me, check the Booksy information below. I'm also available for telehealth coaching as a naturopathic doctor. And of course, your herbal medicines are included in the coaching session. Check out that information also through Booksy. Be kind to all so that all can be kind to you too. Love and light. God bless. We're out of here. Peace out. See you next time. Bye.